Hello, fellows. Simple Gaming here. Who needs an Earthstone update? Who cares? Out of here with that. This is the AI Heroes League, day 18, the final day of our regular season. I'm going to give a brief tour through the rest of the regular season here. It would take a lot to get the overall standings on there, so just have to bear with what you see there. Things wrapping up pretty nicely. Now, got one more playoff spot to be decided at the moment, and it's the division spot actually between the Dominion and the Zerg, who both have some pretty tough matchups. But Zerg losing yesterday, the Dominion winning yesterday, they tied up in total record, overall record, and the Dominion has the head-to-head advantage 2-1, and so because of that, the Dominion now has the advantage coming into the day, and it's going to be up to the Zerg. Well, the Zerg is going to not only have to hope for the Dominion loss, but they need to. So Dominion, if they win, they're in. They lose, they need to hope for the Zerg loss, and the Zerg need the Dominion to lose, and then they need to win. And of course, they are playing the hardest team, or the best team in the league, or maybe second best. Who knows? They are the best because they beat the Horde. But we shall see. Looks like Heroes is ready to go. Still dealing with a bit of a throat allergy thing. I don't know. Probably allergies. Being outside for the whole week doing stuff. Gotta roll our map. Yeah, planning mustard beginning of this week, and it's now just beginning to come up, so that's cool. Saw a few pieces this morning springing out, so that's nice. And UX, and I also figure we're going to roll a new map based on this, so we might get pretty close to going through every map again through the playoffs. That'll actually be, yeah, that would be 6, that would be 11 itself. And then so we're actually going through 14, well, 14 max, which means we're going to play we have the potential to play almost every map twice, but that would be as long as every playoff round goes the full, at least one of the playoff rounds, including the championship matchup, goes all the matches it can go. So one of the playoffs from round 1 goes 3 rounds, one of them from round 2 goes 3 rounds at least, and then in the finals they go 5 rounds. Then we would have gone through 14 of the 15 maps again. So luckily we won't have to do anything 3 times. And we've rolled a 4. That's interesting because we had 6, 5, and now 4 Warhead Junction, right? 1, 2, 3. Yes, 4. Warhead Junction. Interesting. If I recall correctly, something interesting happened last time we played Warhead Junction. Let's see what it was. Day 8. Nothing happened. Nothing at all interesting. Alright, but that's okay. Perhaps it will this time. If nothing else, we will be deciding this last playoff spot, and of course then you can see what we've got for the rest. Everything else was decided. Some of it decided already, some of it decided, a lot of it decided actually in the last 2 days, some yesterday. But yeah, here we go with the Alliance, the 3rd seed for the Warcraft Conference. The Humans, the 3rd seed only because they didn't win the division. This is a division win, they're going to end up the automatic 2nd seed. Doesn't really matter, it just means that the Humans are basically means the Humans are on the right and or the red side, and whoever wins this will be on the blue side. And of course, the more important thing is the Horde winning the conference, 1st seed of the Warcraft, and the non-Warcraft going to the Demons. But that was those were probably not completely decided, but mostly decided going, a bit back. But yeah, here we go. I guess we are ready for Good Animals versus the Bad Animals. Oh man. The final chance for the Good Animals to win a match. And there is a chance. Only because it's their 2nd matchup against the Bad Animals. I can't remember how well they fared last time. May not have even been close. But this is it for them. I'd like to see them win one. I'm not afraid to be biased. And Euro for the last. Done this 17 times so far. ETC, completely messed this one up anyway. ETC Murphy. Alexstrasza, Deathwing, and Hogger. Alright. Final day of the regular season. Here we go. I was also thinking, now I think I'm actually like I'm in the process of perfecting my Civ 6 AI league. It's very close. I think it's ready, but I think I can make it even a bit shorter and a bit more chaotic and more domination heavy. But it's pretty good right now. It's playable right now, but I would like it to be a little shorter. But I was also thinking that I could do this again. I wouldn't mind doing another season of this, but I think I would even maybe make it double the length, so everybody plays whoever they would play, but double the times, basically. Ending up with 6 division matchups, or conference matchups, and 2 non-conference. A lot of matches, but it'd be more decisive, of course. It's just like any experiment. The more whatchamacallit, evidence you gather, better. More tests run. Lunar or Euro wearing a pretty cool one again. Skin, that is. I think she's worn different colors of that one and won with them, probably. I think she's going to win again, yep. Pretty cool. But yeah. That. And also, though, I'd probably make it longer by only doing like half the matches every day that I'm doing now. So then it'd be a much shorter stream. And it would still work out. I mean, I'd just split the matches in half for like every other day, and do half of them that day, half of them the next day, and then the next 6 switch them out again. So we just have 3 matches a day, think that'd be pretty nice. 3 matches a day, it'd be a real long season. It'd go for a while, but that's kind of okay. Although it's always fun getting to the end. No deaths just yet. ETC barely hanging on. Alexstrasza will get out of there too. Augur found out in the jungle. Alexstrasza missing her heal as always. Lunara wandering up. Euro gonna do bottom lane solo things. Murky versus Chen in the top lane. Everybody else in mid. Alexstrasza backing off again. Augur's still roaming around. He's going back down bottom to answer Euro. Not a bad decision. Euro standing in the towers. Going to die. Augur now, she just used an ability that she may have wanted to keep, but it doesn't matter. Augur doesn't chase. Oh, Deathwing doesn't chase. Lunara there to help her out. Lily comes down too. Brightwing solo pushing mid. Good animals pushing 2 lanes pretty successfully here. Chen at the top lane. ETC was up there. It's always an interesting matchup, ETC and Chen. Seem very similar, except Chen just drinks all the time, and ETC just kind of bounces around, I guess. I don't know. Forget if ETC has any self-heals. Alexstrasza, nope. Duking it out with Lunara there for a moment. Euro headed down through the sewer right next to Alexstrasza, but she just runs. Euro doesn't care. Warhead's coming up, 4 of them. Deathwing having a bit of trouble up here against Chen Brightwing. Really going bottom sewer. A lot of bad animals around this bottom jungle area. All of them now and at this mid Warhead. Except Augur is now gone to the bottom. Alexstrasza following him down. 3 good animals down here. 2 good animals up at the top Warhead. This might be a 3-for-1 in favor of the good animals. They finish them all. Well, they didn't finish the top one, but they did get a 2-for-1 so far. Brightwing now in a lot of trouble. Chen is going to maybe help his buddy out, maybe not at all. I mean, I guess there's a reason you don't have any wins. 1 Warhead left. Euro is going to not die from the towers again, but that was again really close. Murky will die to Chen. Bring up my the screen the Chen against Alexstrasza, Deathwing in mid. ETC coming to join Lunara and Lily coming to make it a 3v3. Chen, ETC that is, drops the Warhead on mid wall. About half, and then Lunara drops hers on mid wall of the bad animals. Deathwing, did Deathwing just, oh, they just double nuked that, that's why. It was a 2-for-2 for nukes. The other one went probably, I would imagine, on that bottom wall of the bad animals. Looks pretty dead. But both of the bad animals, nukes going on the mid wall of the good animals, and that is an open fort. Pretty close, actually, the level advantage for the good animals. Still trying to pick up their first win here in the last match of the season. They're obviously not going to the playoffs, so this is it for them, both these teams done after this match. Warhead Junction, quite the interesting final map. I can't say it's one of my favorites. Honestly, I like the ones that have less things going on and they're just more natural matches. Cursed Hollow, the OG, or whatever, I don't know, when they start you off with as a noob. I like that one. Then I also like, I do kind of like the ones that you can actually come back in. So like Towers of Doom. I've always felt like What's the Zerg one? Braxis. Always felt like that was a decent comeback map. Oh. Press the Naga buttons. We're in murky top lane. Not much happening. Earl and Chen trying to push down this bottom port. That's what's happening. Deathwing trying to stop that. Hogger coming down to help defend. Earl and Chen will chase him off. And head back down to fort. Nope. They realize they've lost their minion wave. They realize the warheads are now coming up and there's none down there. And they'll head up to the mid one. Right wing pretty low, hanging out by himself again. And a little bit of lag ensues. Maybe a little bit of a fight for this top one. Or not. They'll just split it, perhaps. I don't know what this lag's about. It's weird. Some weird lag. Euro continuing to push this bottom. She does not have any minions there. I have no idea why the game is lagging like this right now. As though... Oh, that's really weird. It's as though something else is happening on my computer. That shouldn't be happening. That's making everything really goofy. Hey, stop it now, mate. What are you doing? Alright. Well, 10s are out. Oh my goodness, what is happening right now? It's not the normal thing that I it's not the lag I know. Looks like it's gone, and unfortunately the good animals did not get this warhead when they were all there and there were no bad animals there. Now try to get it, even if that just channel, just do it, Okay. Well, they're not going to do it. Where did the other one get dropped? Here, perhaps? I don't know. It's possible. There's a fight now, still, for this. It's just very slow. These teams might be one team next season. Who knows? Straza trying to do dragon things in the air. Doesn't do much of anything, actually. If that was a little faster coming up whenever she's in dragon form, that'd be cool. There is also probably a trait that makes it come up faster, though. I played some Alexstrasza. Actually, on my main, I just looked recently. I guess I have most things to level 5, but she's up there. Which really just means I've played her like, what? 5 times? I don't know. Maybe 10 times. Because I didn't just play a bunch of AI on my main. Although I haven't played a bunch of AI on here either. With Jaina mostly is all I've done on stream. Played a couple AI games though recently. Did the quests I had. The good animals deter the bad animals. Not much of anything big happening in that fight. But they get the warhead. And they still certainly have a chance here. They even have a talent advantage again. But yeah, if we can figure out another Warcraft team, then the animals can be a team of their own. Looks like a siege camp coming out bottom lane for the good animals. Auger pushing nicely in mid for the bad animals. Do have an advantage there, but they're definitely going to have to watch that bottom lane now. Pretty even up here in top. Very even with the fighting happening right in the middle of the lane, everything. All that good stuff. Auger getting deterred by Lily. He was pretty low health already while he was pushing that though. So ETC here now. So Lily running away in an odd direction. The Murphy finding was Lunara actually trying to take that camp? I think she might have been. Ooh, Alex Straw's pretty low down here. This uh, inner bottom fort is is open now. One siege minion. I guess they cleared the camp. Deathwing ulting right at the end of his health. Does at least, help a bit, I guess. Still, the good animals winning that fight afterward pretty handily. Alex draws a dragon form, does decent damage to Brightwing Lily, but they'll just heal that back up in ETC, and she will not have the damage they need, and she's now back down after her ult and not in the best of spots. She could go down, yes. Chen picked her out. Thought it was going to be Lily or whoever threw that last auto attack. ETC now just hanging out, taking some damage. He is deterring the siege minion from getting to the fort, if nothing else. Warhead's coming up in 5 seconds, and it looks like the good animal is going to get these easily. Are the good animals? I know I say this, and then they throw the match. Are the good animals actually going to win the match? Well, Lunara grabbed hers. It's something. Looks like Chen thinks he has to come help his buddies out here now. This time, even though he's really whenever he feels like it, I guess. Big fight 3v3 though now. Should determine who gets the other warhead, but you never know. Whoa, what a Deathwing ult that was. If it was just like a little bit this way, it would have been up here. But it was just, he couldn't, there was no way he was covering that gap. And Alex Straza taking out Brightwing. Chen falls too. Alex Straza double kill. It's definitely going to be their warhead. They definitely don't have the push that good animals have going for them right now though. So good animals can kind of give it up. As long as they don't lose the one they have. Who is that? Lunara has it. As long as she doesn't die and give up another one, they should be fine. They are still fighting for this one. They haven't given that one up yet either, actually. Alex Strauss is gonna, oh my goodness, somehow survive. Luckily, because Lunara's poison was on her, she's probably gonna cancel all that poison out. Yeah. Wow. That was lucky. That are always even back up with a relatively long cooldown. In general, a long cooldown. It's I guess probably one of the longer ones. I don't know. Heroes doesn't seem to have too many like 120-second cooldowns, but 100 seconds is probably up on the upper range. Definitely on the upper range. Might be the top of the range. Brightwing, staying alive, staying alive. Lily on the outskirts. Lily gathered that. Totally missed that, but yeah, they won that fight. Or again, at least deterred the bad animals after Alex Strauza died. Or that's right, she had to back, and then they went back for it. Hey, two warheads. They should be able to win the match, but you never know. Chen and Brightwing moving around, trying to take on ETC and Deathwing. Push this bottom lane in again. They do have a camp in their favor, the bad animals. Siege camp. Siege camp, it's like a melee siege camp. They got good animals, have theirs coming out now. Just certainly more frightening than the Bad Animals, seeing as how their core is almost open on that lane. I guess there's not any damage done to the fort, but you never know, that could go pretty quick. Deathwing ETC and Alex draws it down here. Brightwing running, Lily trying to join Chen now. Chen pushing ETC through this little thing. Deathwing leaves. She's like, this fight's boring. Hi. No, she goes up to take care of Ural. Blue team nuke coming down in mid. Maybe mid fort going down, pushing down all the outer forts if they do get that. Ural dueling Deathwing, no problem. Its 20s have come out for the good animals. They got a 2-level advantage right now too, so it's going to be a second if they don't like throw really hard right at this moment. It's going to be a second before Bad Animals have any ability to catch up here. I think. Oh my goodness! But Brightwing, look at the damage he's taken. Lily needs to go over there and help. She is, but again, they don't have any damage with them. It's always really this Chen, Lily, Brightwing combo trio fighting together. Has kind of been that way all season. I know I've said that many times. Chen and the healer combo. Chen, Lily, Brightwing. Lunara is chilling here now. They're waiting for this warhead to come up in the middle. Alexstrasza barely alive. Will not stay for her heal. 4 warheads up. Looks like, yeah, Lunara always on top of one of them. That's been big for them. She's not in the team fights, but it's good because Chen, Lily, Brightwing, that's is usually hard to take anybody out in that. A big tank and 2 healers. Even if you're not getting any kills. It's like 3-3 in eliminations right now. Probably, I would imagine maybe our lowest elimination match, although it's certainly not over yet. Bad Animals were able to get 1 of those, but the Good Animals 3 and already launched 1. And look at this move, Lily, Lunara, Brightwing. This boss could fall pretty quick, and they should all be fine because Lily and Brightwing will kill the crap out of each other, and Lunara, no problem, no matter who's tanking. So they won't be deterred. They won't run away because yeah, and no one will die stupidly. And look at how well they can boss with just the 3 of them, and that leaves Ural and Chen to roam around doing whatever they want. Those are 2 people that you're really okay with soloing, doing whatever. You feel like it's a great team comp. How haven't they won yet? Look at this move though. The boss coming out, 2 warheads still. Ooh, the steal though. The siege steal from the Bad Animals. Ural's gonna go take care of that. Gonna grab one of them before it makes it to the wall. Oh, let it go anyway. That's okay. Good Animals will get their Bruiser Camp top too. That is frightening. That top is gonna be crazy, pushing like crazy. But I mean, not a terrible answer to get both bottom siege camps. But Bad Animals gonna try to even up that lane that is still the most pushed. Well, was the most pushed. Now is not, because this boss is destroying top lane. And Bruiser Camp's coming in behind it. That might be game. That might be GG. Good Animals first win. It's happened. It has happened. That is why I kept this match for the last day. Their rematch with the second worst team. So they go 1-for-1 head to head against the worst team. Nuke coming down on the core to make sure it happens. They got another one, right? Yeah, they do. Not here yet. Neither is the Bruiser Camp. Bruiser Camp is still making its way here too. But the boss is going to do it himself. GG. Good Animals picking up 1 win this season. proving to the bad animals that, hey, see, if we were a team together, we can bring a little something. We bring a little something. It was pretty strong. Mostly better heals is what they bring. Better heals than Alex Draza. And probably better damage too. Not that Hogger is bad damage, but Murky is their assassin. Hogger, I guess maybe he might be an assassin. I think he's a bruiser though. But you're getting the Lunara. I mean, this whole team is good. This whole team is bringing you something. I'd maybe still prefer ETC over 10. I don't know. You know, they'd make a decent team together. Although, if I would do that, one or two of these might be able to leave the animal team and go to a different team. Perhaps the new team that's created. I don't know. I need Warcraft, knowledgeable Warcraft people to help me break the teams up again in the Warcraft divisions. The non-Warcraft conference is fine. The Warcraft conference can be messed with, I think. Anyway, let's see here. Very strong showing from the animals, the good animals there. I think I'm going to give it to... There were only 3 eliminations on each side. Alex Strauss had all 3 kills. That's hilarious. Chen had 2. Lunara had 1. I'm going to give it to Lunara. She had the best hero damage by far. Almost the best, almost tied with the best siege or structure damage. Yeah, Lunara gets it. She was involved in 2 of the 3 kills and even got 1 of them herself and no deaths. What a match. What a match. Yeah, so here, just to continue with what I was just saying, these divisions, these teams are fine. They don't need to change. They're obvious what they would be. These are the ones that can be messed around with. I mean, mostly they can be messed around with. The villains is a pretty obvious one, although I could always add somebody if I wanted to. Somebody could go over who's a villain, but I don't really need to do that unless I feel like there's only like one bad animal, one actually bad animal. I don't know much about that. Again, that's why I need knowledgeable Warcraft people to help me out. If there's only one actually bad, I mean, ETC doesn't actually exist. Murky is non-sentient. I mean, he's sentient. He's just not rational, so he can't actually be bad. Alex Draza might be bad. I don't know. Deathwing might be bad. I don't know. Hogger might also be non-rational, so he might not also have the capacity to actually be bad, but he may be able to go to the villains if for some reason we needed to do that. These would all probably stay in the animals, along with ETC and Murky. They would basically for sure join the animal squad. I don't think I would change any, unless again I would need to for some reason. If I would make an unaffiliated team and one of these good animals fits well with the unaffiliated, I don't know, maybe Ural or somebody, then of course that would be okay too. To change that one out. Night elves can't change. They're the night elves. Villains again, yeah, pretty obvious. The Horde and the Alliance are pretty much where another team could another team would have to come out of. That and the animals. So, yep, that's what I'm looking at right now. Not enough dwarves to make a dwarf team. Although that would seem strange to pit them against the Alliance, even though it seems also, I don't know, whatever, Night Elves can be. I don't know anything about Warcraft, whatever. So, anywho, good animals. Very first win. How about that? Celebration time. Bad animals, it's just another loss basically for them, right? When it really comes down to it, so whatever. will still remain where they are, of course, because they've just evened 1-1 at the head. And of course, the Bad Animals still one game above them overall anyway. But again, Good Animals are feeling good about that, I'm sure. If they were, not only if they were rational, but if they were also real and not video game characters. Overwatch versus Protoss would be interesting. Actually, this one's a little less interesting maybe than the last one, to be honest. Even though they have better records. Only because, the last one was with the winless team. It was kind of interesting. And again, even more interesting because they ended up winning. Overwatch first. That is going to be, let's see, wait. Let's go with Tracer. Tracer stays. Zarya, it's tough to take Zarya out because she's usually a big part of the team, but it's not like she's really coming out. She's just going to take a breather, we'll say, and D.Va, put D.Va back in for her instead, and Lucio. Not that they need to change their team up. Lucio will remain in for Ana this time, even though he did not lead them to. Oh wait, yeah, he did lead them to victory. No, he didn't lead them to victory. Never mind. Day 16 was probably still Ana. Was it? Maybe not. Maybe he got one for him, but it doesn't matter because they're out anyway. They were out before he came in. Genji and Mai. Still Mai, who came in for D.Va initially. And Protoss, they've switched their team up multiple times. And here at the end, as it didn't matter for them anymore, they're gonna though stick with the Tassadar, Proteus, Artanis, Alarak, and Phoenix, which is the only combo that has gotten them any wins, I believe. And of course, yeah, these two teams there will be their last match as well. Villains and Alliance are after this. The Alliance are in. They actually, because of their win yesterday, I think because they were winning in situation yesterday, and they won. So Alliance got in, and the Villains, who they play, unfortunately that match isn't going to matter. It could have come down to that matchup itself between the Villains and the Alliance, who was going to make it into the playoffs, but the Alliance able to secure the spot before that match happened. So they will play. Villains, I'm sure, will like to serve them up one more loss before the end of the season. Some cool Overwatch skins. Ooh, Lucio finally going with the frog. It's like the first time he hasn't been playing. I guess what's happening here. D.Va. I like those D.Va skins, of course, too. A lot of nice ones there. I gotta give it to Lucio, I think. Gotta give it to him, yeah. It basically, I mean, Mize is pretty cool. Or cute, I suppose. Tracer's is decent. Phoenix, of course, and Alarak are both decent looking. D.Va's are probably the second place. Going at Artanis there. Artanis is pretty cool too. Is that a Shogun skin? Yeah, I think it is. It's hard to tell. The colors are really cool though too. But yeah, Lucio gets it. Those are also cool frog color skins. Frog skin colors. Phoenix barely making it out alive. Genji Proby's top lane. Tastar is very low too in mid lane there. Big map like this, Ana wouldn't have been the worst choice over Lucio in the future in next season. I think I'm going to do rotation, reserve switches every match instead of every series, which is three matches. Every 3 matches, look into it for only the low teams. I'm in fact going to do it for any team that has reserves, and I'm going to do it in every match, and I'm going to try to, they won't always be changing, especially if they're going to keep winning with one team. I'm not going to change anybody out, like Horde or whoever. Ooh, Genji with a really nice 1v1 against Proteus there. But for like even the mid kind of teams, if they get a tough matchup or something, anything that seems like they might need some to, I don't even know, because I would probably make the wrong decision. But if it's something like this where I'm actually thinking about it, okay, Warhead Junction, big map, they have Ana and Lucio or their heals. Ana with the like universal heals, probably better choice than Lucio, even though Lucio's not a bad choice. I really like Lucio. He's one of my favorite healers to play. He's just fun to play. He might not be one of the good ones, but he's fun to play. Warhead's coming up. 2 Protoss waiting down below for the 2 at the bottom. Protoss all over these except for the mid. Top might be contested. It is going to be. D.Va, Genji, Lucio against Tassadar, Alarc, Phoenix, and Proteus. That's a 4v3, and D.Va is going to lose her mech. Loses it, and she then loses her life. Oh. Genji, though, kills Proteus again, and then kills Phoenix. A double kill for Genji with Lucio hanging around with him. But Alarc and Tassadar are enough health to take that anyway. The 4v3 ended up a 2v2 with no health on the side of the Overwatch. Tracer, nope, not able to get that one. Did I think my just, she grabbed mid one and dropped it on mid wall, which is now gone. That's nice. Both of these still up though. Genji attacking Tassadar and Artanis as they make their way down. Tracer still waiting to, oh my goodness, decent damage to Tassadar. She took a bit of a hit there, but wrecking Tassadar now. Artanis not completely alone, but the other, okay, Phoenix coming down too, maybe waiting for this to happen. Artanis just going to channel this one up, no problem. Nope, he stopped. Oh, Tracer showed up in the lane in bottom. Tracer, Lucio both there for Artanis. That is actually in favor of Protoss. They're just not going to take it. Mine now here. Now it's still Protoss's fight advantage because big damage done. Woof. Lucio and Alarc or Artanis dying at the same time. The Tracer's very low. Mai in there with Tassadar and Proteus. Genji slowly making his way down finally here. Mai still alive, getting walled in by Tassadar. She's got a bit of health left. Genji's is just like, I don't know if I want to join that. That looks frightening. He's got a lot of kills already. Three of the 5 for their team. Bit of a standoff here. Proteus showing up now. There's 2 for Protoss, and that's all they need to go in to get one of the warheads. And Genji by himself is not enough to scare them off. Lucio, though, that changes everything. Waiting. Phoenix is here. Tassadar tapping, can come back. Genji will do the same. Lucio dying. Still alive. Phoenix grabbing the last warhead. A lot of warheads then for Protoss. 3, I guess, then, right? They must have launched one up there. Although I guess they could have done it there too, I don't know. Protoss with a bit of a lead here. Not experience-wise, but definitely push-wise. Another warhead coming down. That one will be mid. That's the last one. And yeah, mid wall is definitely going down soon. It's basically the same as this. Mid wide open on both sides in a moment. Nope. Lucio going to clear that for Overwatch. Nah. Probius and Artanis are going to make sure it gets there. Look at Bruiser Siege, that is coming out for Overwatch first. There's already, I shouldn't say first, there's already Siege for Protoss pushing in on that bottom, which is open for Overwatch. Basically, they got a long way to go to even that out. Death Star and Phoenix sending off Genji and Diva. That Siege, looks like there will be one of them getting, no, both of them, that is, excuse me, they're both still alive, making it to that fort. Luckily the fort's going to start with one of them. Just about to go look at that. I wanted to see, yeah, the fort's not going to focus on the next one after that. Probius did go, Probius killed Lucio in mid, so that push may also succeed. Genji in some trouble against Artanis. It is 11-11. Protoss now with the experience lead, and still, of course, with the push lead. But they are looking decent at the moment. One fort goes down. Diva able to stop this bottom push before that siege camp takes down the fort. Artanis backing off. Alarak, another of the Protoss waves coming in on this top fort. Might get it. Genji. Genji's probably going to clear that. Only two warheads coming up this time. One top, one way bottom. I didn't mention that we've now had good StarCraft music 2 days in a row with Praxis and the Warhead.
Warheads are now ready for connection.
Okay, looks like a pretty quick split there. Lucio grabbing the bottom one, Artanis the top.
Blue team has launched a nuke.
Maybe a bit until they are able to even that lane up. Artanis still deciding where he's going to drop this nuke. Maybe going to go bottom. Nope. Should just drop it on that wall. Might as well. Ooh. Tassadar takes Lucio down. Probius pushes down top fort. Pretty low. That was going to happen eventually. Ooh. Tassadar double kill. Genji falls. Tracer pushing way out there, almost dying to Alarak. 13 talents for everybody. Still a whole level advantage for Protoss now, though. Siege camp again. First for Protoss, nothing for Overwatch just yet. Lucio running from Alarak in mid lane. Genji is there now. Tassadar has been there. It's a 2v2. Lucio gets pulled in by Alarak, and that is a dead Lucio.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
So was that was bottom, right? Finally going down. Must have been. Tracer eliminated as well in the mid lane. Alarak and Tacit are going to back now. Phoenix is going to take over. Cortanis heads bottom. Mai is there trying to clear the siege camp. A lot of damage. She's going to use that. I don't know what it is, but it does. Heals are up real nice. Must have a decently long cooldown though. Tannis winning this fight quite handily. 16 is out for 16 talent is out for Protoss. Has been. Alarak, I think he just canceled his ult. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe he did ult. I don't know. It is on cooldown. Barely surviving under the tower there though. Genji barely alive up in top lane. Warheads in 6 seconds. Tannis trying to come back to fight Mai, but she's right under tower. Phoenix easily going to get bottom. Probius easily going to get top. Mid, whatever. Both Warheads going to Protoss and Overwatch. Struggling here. Tracer kills Cortanis, wandering through the jungle. 16 now out for Overwatch as well. Have a small chance to still come back in this one, but it's going to take a lot. Tracer in trouble. Diva close to death. They're both alright. But nuke coming down, blowing up the inner wall of bot. Inner wall of mid already down. Overwatch well on the back foot at this point. Protoss looking to pick up only their 3rd win. But this is another, we're going to have another upset. 2 upsets in 2 matches in the last day. Not huge upsets, but Phoenix killing Lucio. Ooh, Tracer taking out Phoenix in return. Probius not backing down from Tracer. Needs to throw out some more thingies. Do some more thingamabobs. There you go. Get some damage. Probius in trouble. Okay, alright. He's okay. But yeah, this will also set them even further apart from the bad animals who remain at 2 wins now since they didn't beat the good animals. Maybe Ana is more important to the team than we thought. Who knows? Ooh, Lucio falls. I'm gonna put her back in after this just to make sure for next season we don't start with Lucio. So we'll see. We'll see how well they can do with Ana as the starting healer. Tracer taking a lot of damage under tower, under fort. Standing on the Probius bomb and dying to Tassadar afterward. Just an auto attack away. And siege there. Probius pushing in mid. Decently sized minion wave top. Now all dying off. Probius up there now. Letting that mid push in itself. Artanis and Tassadar hanging out bottom. Well, okay, I guess they're both going for warheads now. 4 warheads coming up. Genji killing Probius. Not the best 1v1er against a straight up assassin like Genji, I suppose. Or really Tracer. Gotta be careful, Probius. Warheads are up. Lucio survives. Phoenix easily got that bottom one. Assume Overwatch will get 1 somewhere. Alarak gets top. D.Va snags one of the mid ones. Actually, the one on side of Protoss. I think the nuke was launched down here. I'm not sure. Must have been. Might maybe be able to get this other one for Overwatch. No. Yep. She's going for it. And there it is. Okay, not completely terrible. They still have all their forts up in the base. Don't have terrible clear. Tracer can take care of a lane. Genji can take care of a lane. They can deal with it at the moment. But they need a big comeback here. 20s for everybody now. Oh my goodness, Artanis lasering Genji. Now, just whoever he can get with that. Decent damage though. Lucio not healing them up, not understanding his role in the thing. Because that's one reason it's that Ana might be better than him, is she actually doesn't need to be right next. Like Lucio's heals are probably better, but he needs to understand that he needs to be next to the team to use them. Lucio and also be alive. Probius kills him again. Ana just uses her ability, and the ability itself, no matter where she's standing, it's like that's for. I'm aiming it at my ally. That's what this ability is for. So it's hard for her to screw that up. Maybe it makes her better. She definitely has the advantage of being elite AI and, well, AI in general, and so able to hit every snipe heal that she shoots, which is also very helpful. It is a 1-for-1 as Tassadar falls. No minions. Artanis taking decent damage from core. Does not look like Overwatch are too concerned about chasing him. They still have 2 warheads. Probably not going to be able to use them for a while if they ever do. Still holding decently well though. Genji killed Probius. Probius kills Lucio. Genji kills Probius. Anybody but Probius probably killed Genji.
Warheads inbound. Countdown activated.
2 warheads, top and bottom, coming up. Looked like Alarak and Artanis were heading up to the boss, but Tracer's picking off Alarak. That's nice. Ooh, but Protoss, with Protoss push, just in general, pushing down the bottom for it now. Phoenix takes out Tracer with the help of his allies, I'm sure. Should be a 1-for-1 in warheads. Again, though, D.Va has 1. Mai has 1. Genji now has 1 for Overwatch. Not able to use any of them though. Just drop it on this fort. You're not going to do anything else with it. Oh, they are bossing. I wonder if Genji's heading up here. Check that. He's making a strange beeline for. Nope. Phoenix is gonna. Oh, wait a second. Phoenix dies to the boss. Are they gonna throw on the boss? They're gonna throw up right on the boss. Probius joining them. Wait a second. Tassadar is doing the tank thing, and he's eliminated too. Still nobody's like, wait, where are they all dying? Genji, drop the nuke. Drop the nuke, sir. Drop the nuke. Genji, drop the nuke. Silly. Well, he gets the Artanis kill, but he lets him get the boss. Oh my goodness, he lets him get. I thought the whole reason of coming up there was so they didn't get the boss. He lets them just stand on the thing for free. Wow. Just drop your nuke right as the boss is. As soon as you get there, just drop your nuke right on the boss thing. Boss dies, they need to run or they die. And you just get to channel up the boss. That would have been an amazing move. They might have just lost now because he didn't just do that. Because swore that's what he was going to do. He's a bot. They love dropping nukes on people. Watch now, he's going to come back and he's going to drop the nuke. Oh, wait. He doesn't have it anymore. Did he die and Tracer picked it up or something? I missed that. He could not because he's still alive. He had a nuke, right? He had to have had a nuke. I don't know. He dropped it on one of these forts uselessly at this point. Told him to do that first. Good thing he didn't do it initially because he eventually went to the boss, but darn it, Genji. All you had to do was drop it on that boss. It would have been a big swing for them. Pretty big swing for them. The boss is probably going to be able to finish this, and that is going to be, excuse me, win number 3 for the Protoss. Not bad. As their only other 2 wins are against the good and the bad animals. So I'm sure they definitely enjoy going 1 for 1 against Protoss, the second worst team in their conference. The Protoss being the worst. And also, it's nice to see them pick up another win because they are maybe going to be the worst team once the animals combine. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, all right. Let's give that to. Wow. Yikes. That's all I have to say about that. I don't know. You can give it to Halarak. All right, another upset. In a sense. Wow, that was their first conference win. Yeah, they're definitely happy about that. That's right, because they only had 2, and it was against the good and bad animals. Overwatch certainly not happy about going 7-11 when they could have been like, they were very close to going 500 until they had 1, 2, I guess, no, 3 out of 5 loss. Well, 6, I guess, 3, half losing, whatever, half their matches in the last 6 matches. Maybe a little more than expected. Certainly, based on who they had, at least some of them, I guess, some of their matchups, and who they're capable of beating. Almost matching the villains there. But now things are even further split and even more decided, or maybe even less decided, since Protoss now beat the Overwatch. Who knows? Now we've got villains and alliance. The match that would have mattered if the alliance did not win yesterday, but they did. So yeah, they would have been 9-8. Villains would have been 8-9, and they would have ended up. The villains would have ended up, if they won this match against them, even if the villains lost here, they would have ended up beating them here. They'd get the better conference record. They'd go 1-1 head to head with the alliance, but they'd have the better conference record, and they would have ended up, even if they still lost here, if the alliance, which they almost lost to the bad animals, and if that did happen, I mean, they won. I think it was like at the very end, wasn't it? They came back and just out of nowhere beat the Bad Animals, right? If that didn't happen, this match would be super important, but it isn't now. So, Villains versus Alliance, where the Villains just want to give another loss to the Alliance before the end, before the end comes. Got Arthas, Stitches, Ragnaros, Anubrak, and Kel'Thuzad against Falstad. Luther, Muradin, Jaina, and Kael'thas. Great, got Kel'Thuzad and Kael'thas again. Kale and Kel. Oh man, and I already need more coffee. Yeah, guess I'm gonna go through this match with none, but then I will have to go get some. It's a little rainy out today. I'd still like to get outside and do some stuff. If it doesn't rain too hard, I don't really care.
Alert. Battleground initialization in progress. Combat preparation advised.
Still didn't get my vegetable patch done. I think I can get it done today if I can get back out there. I don't know if I can necessarily plant today if it continues to rain. If it stops at some point, then
10 seconds.
I will be planting some stuff. Radishes,
5,
transplanting onions that I started indoors.
1.
Celery I started indoors if it's not all dead,
Now beginning.
which it kind of looks like it is. Yeah, I think Kel'Thuzad gets the skin win. Always like good old little rag, but Kel'Thuzad. Again, unfortunately for the Villains, this is not a match that, oh my goodness, the damage that matters anymore. But some bragging rights, maybe. Ooh. There you go. First blood goes to, well, goes to the Villains. Falstad falls. Uther in some trouble now. Kael'thas tries to help him out. Does so. Jaina here now, taking a lot of damage. Uther's back. Stitches pulls out Arthas. Arthas goes back in. Close to death, but not what he was doing over there. I think he's trying to avoid everybody or something with fire. Ended up hitting the wall and the tower there with it, I think. Nubrak pushing back Falstad, who already died once. Kel'Thuzad very low. Kael'thas also. Stitches hanging in there and bringing Uther and Muradin down pretty low. Oh, Muradin about half health. He'll be fine. Uther is low health and mana. Rag making Jaina back up top. And Kael'thas going to come in and try to do some things against Rag, but he doesn't have any mana either in Ragnaros. Not scared at all. Muradin, though. Keeping Rag off. Kael'thas. They'll go take care of top. There's a whole level advantage for the Villains already. As they go get Siege, Stitches and Kel'Thuzad taking that. Bottom lane. Shouldn't take them too much longer. As first four warheads on their way up. Ragnaros back up top with some more health. Now going bottom. It's like a fight may break out here. And it looks like it might. Nope, Rag going very bottom. So 4v4 here, Murden up top, Ragnaros down bottom, everybody else in the mid. Kel'Thuzad roams up to the top for the top left, their side. Forehead, Ragnaros does not go, does not go for this forehead. Falstad flies down here though for it. All four of the, all the villains down here, they got one. Alliance got both of the top ones. Villains got the bottom and mid one. Looks like they must have blown up that one. Red launching their second nuke. They must have both gone to mid with theirs, the Alliance. And one still left for the villains. Arthas has it. Stitches, really nice job on this bottom fort, and it's going to go down. One nuke at siege camp, and that is a fort and advantage for the villains. Big advantage. 7 talents, 7 almost there for the Alliance. And dueling Kel'Thuzad, he's under the tower though with no minions there. The towers won't focus you if minions are there when you're attacking heroes, but the fort will focus you if you attack heroes underneath it, even if there are minions there. Something to be aware of if you're a noob, which I don't think there's many new players in heroes these days. Who knows? Who knows? There's a lot of people in the world doing a lot of different things with themselves every day. Jaina barely alive. She's gonna be killed by that nuke. Oh, that is too much. That's too much. Did you stop paying attention, Jaina? Were you too busy looking at Chop or something? Right now, it's going to finish off the mid wall here. Almost evening things up for them there in mid villains. And we may have a third upset here out of 3. Wow. That's crazy. So who knows? The Dominion and Zerg might both win their matches today, which would be pretty crazy, but it wouldn't help the Zerg out. Zerg need the Dominion to lose. What a save by Stitches. Ragnaros is alive. As they were he's just fighting up here, and they're just like standing here. He's just basically waiting for Ragnaros to get low so he can look cool. But that was the first time I actually saw him save somebody successfully and pretty necessarily.
Warhead deployment beginning. Prepare for collection.
Kel'Thuzad in trouble. Oh my goodness. He's going to survive. Stitches and Ragnaros. Not coming in against Kael'thas and Uther. 5 seconds for the warheads. Got another. No, we don't have a fight up there. Falstad leaving that. Looks like a 1-for-1 pretty quick here. Unless, nope, Jaina does get that. Stitch is pretty low. Doesn't care. Heals up a bit once Murden jumps in, but yeah, that'll be the end of that. Did somebody not? Yeah, who grabbed the Anubrak got it? He must have taken the sewer down here afterward. Ragnaros pretty low. He's able to tap. Oh man, didn't heal up enough before going headfirst into Uther. Uther who killed him. Well, people. Jaina. Uther and Falstad stealing this siege camp. Yoink. Nubrak probably gonna be like, hey, nope, he doesn't care at all. wandering around, not even worried about dropping that nuke. Fighting the 3v2 here now, joining this as Arthas runs. Nubrak taking a lot of damage. Uther pretty low. Arthas comes back in. Ragnaros misses everybody with that fireball. El'Thuzad goes up top to do a little pushing. Ooh, Murden finds him there. Quests coming out for everybody. Wow, everybody. El'Thuzad barely surviving up against Murden there. Jaina's pretty low down in this 2v2. Falstad as well. Ragnaros and Arthas, oh my goodness. Relentless. Pushing into mid fort. Half of it gone. They've taken the advantage there. Ragnaros staying way too long. Uther gonna get another kill. Nubrak still chilling, pushing bottom lane, not using that warhead. Jaina had the other one. She luckily backed off before dying with it. Just trying to figure out what kind of skin that is. Is that the kind that is that the same? No, it's not the exact same skin that we have, but it's very similar. It's the same type, right? It's just blue or something, white and blue instead of whatever the normal colors are, tan and purple. El'Thuzad, oh my goodness. Destroyed by basically the entire alliance. Anubrak finally making it to the inner bot wall to launch that nuke. That's what he's wanted to do the whole time. Almost takes out that whole minion wave too. Beautiful nuke. If he can, and he is, Stitches almost grabbed Anubrak. That would have been a nice grab on Murden if that's who he was really going for. That's a different ability. I'm pretty sure it's the Q is the pull on enemies, 1 is to pull allies. So you don't accidentally pull an ally when you want an enemy or vice versa.
Red team has destroyed a fort. Hero slain.
Did get that mid fort. The alliance somehow. A nuke probably. Another nuke coming out. For the villains makes me think that Jaina didn't have that nuke anymore. And that was Jaina's nuke that they just launched there. He only has 1 death though, so no. We know which death that was because we watched it hilariously happen. Push bottom continuing for the villains. Big damage by Jaina there. Nice. Oh, almost hits Nubrak with a Q2. She's going to keep chasing. Nope. Both the Nubrak and Stitches will back though. 16 for the villains. Not quite for the alliance yet. Oh, Jaina. Be careful. Be careful. Every time. Every time. So Jaina goes down again. Another pretty hilarious death on her part. Just the AoEs. She's not very strong with the AoEs. AoE avoidance. Rag taking decent damage from Murden there. Villains able to get their own camp, siege camp that time. Really nice push by the alliance here in mid. Making the villains worry a bit here maybe. Got a nice shot on Falstad with that ult. But just one, as I guess he used the dash, so he had no, he wouldn't, you know. I guess if they just continue running, which is where that ult is coming down at again, then they're going to hit it every time. But if they have any dash ability, then they're usually okay, as long as they dash at the right time. Or at all. 4 nukes. Could end up, I don't know. Could end up being a bit decisive.
Warheads available.
Guess it depends who they go to. For the villains, it might be. Villains will get 1, 2. Oh my.
Hero
The Alliance did not grab either of them. Falstad takes out Kel'Thuzad though. And that might make the Alliance, yeah. A little more courageous. At least Falstad takes the top one. That's it. And he will nuke top fort. Ubrak like, alright, you guys don't want this, then I'll take it. Nope. Still nobody grabbing that one. 2 nukes though for villains. This inner bottom fort wide open. Arth is taken out. Uther. Murden showing up now though. Arth is leaving. Stitches is now 1v1 with that Murden. And Kael'thas showing up. Anub'arak back. Anub'arak here. Arth is back. That's a 3v2 now with Kael'thas getting pulled in even further. And luckily, Arthas and Anub'arak don't chase him. They stay on the Murden. Super tanky. Kael'thas with a little more health comes back. Falstad right behind him. Arthas and Anub'arak going to turn around on those 2 DPS. Arthas takes tons of damage, tries to run into fort, decides that's the wrong way. Kael'thas barely survives. Falstad's getting pretty low. Anub'arak's still decent health. Kel'Thuzad coming in. He's going to hope to give a little bit of extra damage to his villainy allies. Not really much though, as Murden's the only one there, and he is super tanky still. Stitches taking a lot of damage there. Kel'Thuzad wrecking Jaina. Or maybe she was just accidentally caught in that, I don't know. I didn't even see her there, and then all of a sudden she's dead though, so. I did hear the spikes coming out. That is 20s as well for the villains. Kel'Thuzad needs to be careful. They don't have minions in range. Still 1 warhead left. And, right, nope. Who has Stitches has the last one. Probably going to drop it here, yeah. Villains with a bit of control here. Bit of an advantage. Uther gets pulled into a 1v4. Kel'Thuzad doesn't really stay, but he doesn't need to. Murden can't save him. A nice pull by Stitches, who's just spewing stuff all over the place now. Murden and Kael'thas clearing out the bottom before the siege can take out that fort. Anub'arak trying really hard to finish off this one. That giant minion wave will do it. Jaina not able to keep it up. Rag finally collecting that last warhead, or make that Arthas collecting that last warhead. So 1 more for the villains to drop. And 20 is coming out for the Alliance now-ish. They could really use that. Don't have anybody to get the experience at the moment, actually. No, they do get it. There it is. I don't know how, but they did get it. Maybe you don't actually need, maybe you just get a little bit of experience passively all the time. Because they had nobody anywhere near anything to get experience. They will get this bottom siege for themselves. Try to keep that bottom lane pushed out a bit. Still got all their forts. Still got their other fort walls in the inner ones at least. Well, mid going down pretty quick here. Murden finally deciding to take that siege out. Decent damage to Ragnaros from Jaina there. Totally misses her ult. Has to run from that fireball. Rag has to back. Kel'Thuzad trying to stop his siege. He's got siege of his own. and they will do the job. Villains continue. Push pretty well here. Oh man. 2 minion waves taken out by that. No damage, I guess, done by that, but a third minion, nope. Minions didn't come up yet. Oh man, Jaina killing Stitches. Bruiser camp for the villains. That'll be pretty dangerous. Top lane there. Orth is still with a warhead. Wonder if he's trying to drop it here somewhere on the fort. We'll just go up here and drop it on that wall. That wouldn't be bad. 2 more warheads coming up now. Arthas getting a bit low, but now he's got all his little Wraith boys heal up on. Jaina back to try to deal with his bruiser camp. Uther gets wrecked. Nubrak easily gets the bottom nuke. Arthas drops the nuke just on that one tower. Definitely going to take it out though, opening up the mid fort. Stitches runs from Jaina. He won't stay for the nuke. Kel'Thuzad will go get it maybe. Stitches right next to him. Nubrak now dropping his nuke on the fort proper in mid. Kel'Thuzad does get that warhead. Let's see where he decides to go with it. Kel'Thuzad's able to take out Ragnaros with the help of Jaina, Falstad, with 3 assassins there together for the Alliance. Falstad dropping low. Kel'Thuzad and Nubrak still want to fight this. I'm sure Jaina, oh boy, here again she takes another shot from the Kel'Thuzad ult. I think that's 3 times he's killed her with that now. Kel'Thuzad dropping his on the mid fort as well. This mid fort should go down pretty quick. With the current push at least. Who knows? Who knows? Verdun alting. Oh. Stitches misses the hook, not an important hook on a full health Murden. Kel'Thuzad not super healthy anyway. Fire going down bottom lane. Double fire will definitely be more useful in the side lanes since they're longer. Better chance of hitting more minion waves like that. That first fire hit too. Doesn't do damage to the structures. Kind of, well, unfortunate for Ragnarok. So this one might not, doesn't. Just barely misses that minion wave. So almost caught 3 minion waves in those 2 fires. And of course, if anyone's in that lane fighting, that would really suck. So like, you do that right before a fight starts in mid lane or something. Of course, then the enemy team should just run out of mid lane and not stay there to fight. Double kill for the villains. Way in the inner lanes of mid. Pushing hard against the Alliance here. That fort won't last long, and there's Siege pushing in, a Siege camp and 1 low health Siege minion pushing in on the bottom fort. You're going to need to take care of both of them. Stitches pushes in top with a Siege minion. And that, in fact, looks like the end of the Alliance here in this one. The villains showing that they could have made it. They could have done it. They were contenders for the playoffs just as much as Ragnaros got that one. They were contenders for the playoffs just as much as the Alliance was. Even if their record was just a tad worse. That's all it took though. Your record being a tad worse. Yeah, I can't see them coming back from this though. Kel'Thuzad ult still coming out because he keeps hitting somebody with it, I think. That's how it works. I don't know who was getting hit by it, but... Oh, Kael'thas, my goodness. Is that his ult? What is that does that? I just played him, but I'm not sure what that is. It's probably a 20 talent, I'm assuming. Nuking the core now. And that is game. Villains beat the Alliance. Maybe not quite game yet. Getting close though. Stitches kills Falstad. Kael'thas in trouble too. Look it out. Trying to push, trying to clear everything. There's 2 siege still attacking and 1 more nuke coming down. That will do it. GG to the villains. But we'll see you next season. But hey, I mean, they can't be too mad. Longer season next season. Better chance to prove yourself. We'll really know who's really better than who when everything's doubled. Definitely have a better idea. Still not anything crazy. That's what 32 matches. 36. It's not bad. That is though a couple months worth of matchups if we only do half of them every day. Anyway, a lot of useful fellas here for sure. They had a good match. Ragnaros with all the stat lines, but 5 deaths, I just can't bring myself to give it to him. So I'm looking for somebody else who was close. Stitches was real close. Kel'Thuzad was also close. Ish. But I kind of want to give it to him because he seemed like he was super useful. So is Stitch. I guess I gotta give it to Stitches. Just a bit better. Wait a second. It's tough. That's pretty darn good. More hero damage. I know, I'm gonna give it to Arthas, I guess. Alright, I need coffee, but first, finish putting this in. Oh yeah, and also, before I forget, because I just remembered, I'm gonna do this so for next season, I remember that is who they're gonna start with. I also think that I forgot both of those characters, but I think that's the order they came out in, if I'm not mistaken. That is match 3 and upset number 3. Horde versus Night Elves. Could we see a Night Elf win? These are going to be. This one is, I guess, just a potential matchup in the playoffs if the Night Elves beat the Alliance. Dominions Humans is a potential first round matchup. Zerg Demons is a potential second round matchup if the Dominions lose, the Zerg wins, and then the Zerg beats the Humans in the playoffs. Then this will be a matchup for playoff. Whatever. Probably not going to happen that way, but it could. It could. Never say never. Villains, because villains, they won. So anything, the good animals got to win. So anything can happen. And just look, if it wasn't for the Alliance winning yesterday, or one other match, or losing one other match at some point, they would have done that. The villains would be in instead. Nope. Wrong. We'll figure that out later. Horde versus Night Elf. Gazlo. Rexar. Rhaegar, that is. First. Brawl. Then Rexar. And Gul'dan. I'm not looking because I'm trying to just remember who they are. Malfurion for the Night Elves. Malfurion. Durand. Illidan. Sylvanas. And Maiev. Alright. Oh, that's right. Keep it here so you can see who the teams are, who's coming up. I'll be right back. All right. Back for game 4. Whatever it is. Horde versus Night Elves.
Alert. Battleground initialization in progress. Combat preparation advised.
Oh, sorry. Was that an Overwatch Rhaegar skin that I saw?
Time remaining.
Maybe not.
10.
Kind of looked like the Overwatch symbol at first, though. Now it just looks like the,
4, 3,
Mercedes symbol.
1. Localized combat now beginning.
I'm going to give it to Rhaegar, though. It's a really cool skin. Whether it's Overwatch or Mercedes. And now we wait for... And there you go. I'll just do it myself. Oh, Maev in a 1v2.5 here. She will survive. Sylvanas comes up trying to help. Rhaegar, Gul'dan both tapping. Tyrande, Holden, Malfurion going up. Brawl and Illidan both bottom lane fighting, both having a tap. Rhaegar pretty low. Gul'dan trying to fend off Malfurion. Tyrande now from pursuing that. Does so pretty easily. Oh, he's in some trouble now. Rexxar not going to help him out. Gazlo dealing with Sylvanas pretty well. It's back and forth. He missed that W, and now Sylvanas taking advantage of that.
Red team claims blood.
I have taken out Rexxar. Must have been a pretty quick kill. Rhaegar running away from mid. Maev will continue to push that. Oh, she's taking all that tower damage, so wow. Vulnerability saves her. Gul'dan siphoning off Illidan. Good damage, takes some damage. Was that tower damage? That was a big chunk. Oh, he must have used a Q. Missed it. Rhaegar Kaslo up there, top against Malfurion. Malfurion alone now. And Rhaegar just not making a good decision. He's been doing that a lot. Still they win.
Warhead deployment beginning. Prepare for collection.
Dan pushing bottom. Illidan forced off of there.
Warheads deployed. Form an orderly
Ooh, big fight in mid.
slain.
Ooh, Rhaegar falls again, getting caught in those roots. Tyrande pretty low, but she stays. Gul'dan dropping. That's still 3v1. Certainly not easy. And that is 2 for the Night Elves, 1 for the Horde so far. Maev quickly drops hers on the mid tower, and Sylvanas follows. They both basically missed this lower tower, though, while she hit it. She will get it down as well. There's still one warhead sitting there. Maev will maybe go for it.
Blue team has launched a nuke.
Now that her team is here, she will. Gul'dan siphoning Sylvanas. She goes quite low. She can tap though. Malfurion here, another nice root. Sylvanas doesn't stay though. He's asleep now too, and boom, one little shot. Easy kill. Sylvanas just had to stay. Malfurion could have done it himself, I guess. Just auto-attacking him to death at that point. Night Elves with a bit of a lead. Again, this would be an upset if they could pull it off against the Horde. Pretty sure that the Horde beat them last time. I'm not positive though. Just pretty positive. Sylvanas fighting Brawl very successfully. Brawl, Gul'dan taking out Tehran top lane, looking to take out Malfurion as well, and looks like he will get that. Yes, double kill. Gul'dan against both the healers. Still look. Oh yeah, Horde beat the Night Elves. Oh wait a second, yeah, Horde beat the Night Elves on Warhead. Day 8. So, got ourselves a full rematch right now. Regarding Gul'dan low. Sorry, one moment. Let me just check my phone to make sure there's nothing important I need to see there. Oh, there isn't. Bottom tower being nuked, bottom wall being nuked by the Night Elves there. We're all killing Sylvanas in mid. Siege camp, the Night Elves. I have pushing back. A little bit of health left on that fort. Siege taken by the Horde as well. Horde does have the advantage. Still in level. Probably in push as well. Barely, but they do. Even though it seems like the Night Elves have, other than a couple nice kills that have been coming out from Thrall and Gul'dan now recently, everything's been pretty, seemed like it was more in favor of the Night Elves. Thrall can channel this top one though. Sylvanas takes out Gul'dan there. Bit of retribution. A nuke top on the top board. One more head left still. Trying to plow down some Reese's Puffs here. As Illidan plows down the bottom fort of the Horde. Oh, not quite. Gul'dan and Gazlo should be able to save this. A Furion Tehran healer combo in mid. Now Tehran rotating down here to fight this, it looks like. Sylvanas backing on top of the well. Nope, decides to go in the well instead. Back on the other side of it. And there's a Rexar there though. He's going to go down in this fight. Malfurion and Tehran now bottom together against Gazlo and Rhaegar. Rexar could have joined that and probably killed Tehran, but Gazlo now in a 2v1 as everybody leaves him. Tehran low, Tehran full health now from something. Oh, dodges the Gazlo W, and now she's actually taking it to the Gazlo. Maiev quite low. Illidan pushing into the top tower for Night Elves. Maiev backing. Rexar taking on the Illidan, stunned under fort, and he's dead. Sylvanas pushes in mid and nukes the mid tower, mid fort that is. Still relatively even. 13s for everybody. Tehran gets taken out by the Gazlo Zap. Furion goes mid. Sylvanas there with low health. He attacks Rhaegar instead of healing his ally. And then he returns. Oh, he stays mid. Top fort being pushed quite hard by the horde there. Rexar. Maiev is going to not clear that. Wow. Close. Last shot got it. Gul'dan kills Illidan. In that pushed bot lane, very pushed bot lane for the horde. Sylvanas almost dies too, but by Gul'dan. Gets killed by Gul'dan. That makes more sense. As this siege also for the horde pushes in now. In bottom lane. The open bottom lane, top open as well. And the horde looking for the first non-upset win here. We're all taking out Malfurion in a 1v1. Rexar, Gul'dan, Rhaegar all mid for this warhead right now. Maiev by herself. Dropping pretty low against Rhaegar. 2-1 warheads are up. Gul'dan left to go get the top one. Rhaegar and Rexar still down here. Rhaegar will get the bottom. Gul'dan will get the top. And that's both warheads to the horde. Let's see where Rhaegar decides to go. To the wall. Is he going to go to the wall? That's a good choice. Quite a good choice there. Open up this bottom fort. Got the siege there. Mid fort gets nuked. That goes down. Nukes used up. Gazlo dies to the towers and top. Trying to push that one down, but pays for it. Mid fort's open. I mean, inner mid fort or outer mid fort pushed down. Inner bottom fort is open. Still being hit by this siege because Thrall, Rhaegar, and Rex are there now. Taken on Tehran to Malfurion under the tower, under that fort. Nisha goes down. Rexar stunned. Not gonna survive. Rhaegar left no more heals. He has half health. Not sure why he's backing. Thrall is almost dead. He's gonna have to leave. Gul'dan comes to maybe continue what they started. Let's see if he can stay alive. He killed them both before. Sylvanas kills Thrall in mid, I guess, probably. I am pushing nicely for the Night Elves on top, though, leaving as the horde kind of leaves that lane alone. But they still have a big advantage there. Certainly just push that. That would have been a good idea for the horde to get while they're hanging out around here. Grab that siege camp, and instead the Night Elves able to get that. And that'll help them push out that lane for sure. Gul'dan gonna save the top fort for now. Fend off the Illidan easily.
Hero slain. Hero slain. Warhead deployment in process.
Malfurion with a kill on Gul'dan, and then Maiev killing Thrall. It's 2 down now for the horde at the moment. We will be not quite up for warheads here. 4 warheads. Night Elves coming pretty close to being able to push this bottom down. Siege minions, siege camps fighting each other at the moment. But two of the well, another horde Rexar now goes down. There's only two horde members up, and they're both down at these warheads. Only one maybe can be taken. I cannot believe they're not taking these warheads just immediately, knowing that there's nobody up. Instead, wow, this I don't know. I mean, I don't know about this. They should get this without a problem, but they just passed up on all the warheads. We'll see how many more the horde get. Dan gonna take that one. Boss still have health. Maiev, nope, not gonna pick up one for her team as they do boss. Just gonna wander around. We're all gonna go bottom. Maybe go snag that warhead. And you really could have used some of those warheads too. Maiev is just not doing anything. Boss has gotten. Rhaegar then goes to check. Maiev should have just finished channeling. For some reason, stops again. Just, oh my goodness, failure. Right, she just wants to go. Just fine. Just go kill them first, and then go get the warhead. Just make up your mind. Warhead horde pushing in to the core in the bottom lane. Gul'dan's pretty low though, so is Gazlo, Sylvanas, Tyrande, and Illidan back now. Both of Gazlo is now low. He's going after back, actually, he just dies. Did he just get sniped by Tyrande Owl, I think? Maybe, possibly. Gul'dan backs. Rexar with the boss, trying to deal with that, but they might get this fort, and that's going to be a huge not really an advantage, but they need something like this. That's going to give them the top lane advantage, if nothing else. Boss is on, not even really going to make it to core, I guess. But that's okay. It's not terrible. There's one warhead still left. The horde trying to secure that. They probably will. Malfurion managed to grab one. Siege camp again coming out for the Night Elves bottom lane. Their own siege camp, of course. Tyrande and Maiev finding Thrall, Rhaegar, they could fight that. Could go either way, really. But the health bars are in favor of the Night Elves there. They don't take the fight. Tyrande and Illidan might. Rhaegar stunned up. Rhaegar stunned up again. Decent damage. He has a nuke he could have dropped. Illidan and Tyrande back off though. Sylvanas coming down like she wants to go. Nope, she's going to go up through the gate or through the sewer. Gul'dan dancing around the board there. Oh my goodness, and they allow the Night Elves to steal their siege camp too. That's huge. Now dealing with both of these siege camp and bottom, they could even out that. They definitely pushed the lane out, so they're not going to have to worry about it. Almost, I mean, you know, forts or mid isn't very even, but I guess they could even it out pretty well, pretty easily, pretty quickly. Maiev very quickly running out of there with no health. Sylvanas, oh man, finishes off Misha and could get Rexar, but she backs off. She's gonna go down instead to this Thrall. Illidan, oh my goodness, he jumps into a minion wave and dies. Tyrande able to take out Thrall in the end. 1-for-1. Also 1-for-1 warheads. Both the warheads in this fight as Rhaegar with the warhead gets rooted up and put to sleep. Malfurion and Tyrande not going to be able to finish that by themselves. They lost their damage dealer. And Sylvanas, who just got wrecked by Gul'dan in bottom. Gul'dan quickly pushing this lane back in favor of the horde. And back into the base now. Tehran going to try to deal with that. Gul'dan still here. Rhaegar Gazlo taking on Malfurion in mid lane, pushing that, and Maiev shows up. Does about nothing. The sport's probably going to go down. Doesn't have too much left on it. 15 seconds till 2 more warheads come up. Rexxar and Gul'dan are both kind of already ready. Well, Rexxar backs off. Gul'dan goes the whole way back to the bottom warhead. Thrall's going to go take care of the top one. As he's coming back from base or something. Illidan's up there. We'll see if that deters Thrall. It looks like it will for now. Gul'dan actually not going to get that warhead yet. He goes to tap. He decides to go tap first after standing there for a while. Now he's going to get it. They're going to leave the top one for now. Nuke going down on the core. Probably not the best choice. Doing about half of the shield damage, and Tehran and Malfurion falling. Sylvanas almost a third. The Night Elves is Illidan certainly not going to try to take this now and might just die. No, he should be fine. Weird. But yeah, another nuke then for the Horde. They should be able to do this, even if that one of those nukes was pretty bad. I guess they did keep damaging the core after that hit, so it did do something. If you do half of the shield damage and then don't do anything else and the shield just regens, then it is completely useless. But if you do half the shield and damage initially, and then you have 4 siege there hitting the core right afterward, then yeah, I can see it as useful. They're gonna win right here. They can get that last one on the core. They probably could if they wanted to. He's not here right now. Who has the last one? Gul'dan. Doesn't matter. They did clear the core though. 24% health left. It would have went down if Gul'dan was there with the last nuke. They're still trying though. That nuke thing is gonna hit a lot of those minions. Malfurion kills Rhaegar. Thrall pushed out. Gazlo pushed out. The Night Elves are still alive. Tehran is gonna go up there, but then nuke coming down on the walls, opening up top fourth, the last fourth the Night Elves have left.
Hero slain.
Gul'dan's really was kind of a wasted nuke in the end. I mean, I guess not completely wasted, but they could have just won the match with it if he was there instead of pushing top lane. They don't need you guys don't need the extra experience. Just win the match. Siege camp taken. Siege camp for the Night Elves as well. Couple minions are on the core. Sylvanas cannot fight there. Malfurion and Tehran will. Siege guy is taken out. Rexxar is dead. Again. Did he die just earlier? I think he might have. If not, he just died again anyway. Certainly not his first death. A lot of deaths. He actually has the most for the Horde. Not usually the case, actually, now that I think about it. Rexxar usually one of the better. I mean, everyone on the Horde usually does well, other than like Rhaegar. Sometimes Thrall might struggle, I guess, maybe, or just not do as good as Gul'dan and Gazlo and Rexxar. Not really that he struggles, but Rhaegar dying again in a 1v1 with Malfurion. As warheads are up, Gul'dan grabs one. Malfurion grabs the other somewhere. Might have been top. This match is over though. Unfortunately, the Night Elves have lost already. Horde just dragging it out. Two matches left. In fact, they will be what good ones. Remember, yeah, well, the next one will be very important, and the one after that could be very important. I would switch them up, but it would work the same way either way. The first one's very important, and depending on what happens in the first one we play, the next one will or will not be important as well. Yeah, it looks like the Horde gonna finally get this. Yeah, what is the next one? Zerg and Demons? No, it's the other one.
Collection complete.
Dominion Humans.
Red team's core is under attack.
Dominion is the winning in team in this case between them and the Zerg. After the Zerg lost yesterday and the Dominion won in the same record, and the Dominion having 2-1 head-to-head over the Zerg. Puts them in the top spot right now. Illidan flying in. Could kill the Gazlowe. Nope. That's a lot of waves pushing in. That should be the end now. Good game. Horde.
Hero slain.
First team to not be upset today on the final day of the season. And I would say, I guess Lil Dan again for like the 20,000th time out of 18. It's usually him or Gazlowe. Rexar sometimes, I think, too. What a strong team for not having a tank. Rexar is their tank, basically. Misha is their tank, I should say. Night Elves don't have a tank either, though, so that kind of helps them, I guess. But still, the Horde's 15-2, 16-2. So I mean, apparently they don't need the tank, the real tank, other than Misha. Misha is the tank. 3 Horde, 16-2, and 12-0 in the conference. Strong, very strong showing. We'd probably keep them there for now. Well, actually, the Night Elves will definitely be here. Yep. All right. Dominion versus the humans. Oh boy. My chair keeps getting stuck. Yeah, Dominion versus the humans. Of course, I'm assuming humans beating the Dominion last time they were together. I'm going to check that real quick. It's somewhere here. Are they in one of the first days, maybe? Nope. 7, 8, 9. Where are they? Humans, Dominion. No, Dominion beat the humans day 7 in Haunted Mines. So they've done it once. They can do it again for sure. Dominion are the team you can never really be sure about. But they still have a chance of winning the division because of it. Raynor, Nova, Sergeant Hammer, Tena Morales, And Blaze against Nazebo. Sonya. Vala. Joanna. And Karazim. Here we go. So if the Dominion wins this, then this is going to be, they're going to play again in the first round of the playoffs. And the humans will probably start worrying if they lose 2 games to the Dominion and then have to play them.
Color. Battleground initialization in progress. Combat preparation advised.
I think, I mean, they at least beat the Zerg once. The humans, that is. If not twice. All right.
Time remaining 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Collect the warheads and defeat your enemy.
Wow, skins are not very crazy. Maybe Johanna with the win. I haven't liked the Orc skin, but I'm not a huge fan of those. I might just give it to Vala. either Vala or Jimmy. Vala, first blood. Blaze. Sonya drops float up Sergeant Hammer. Karazim not fighting Blaze and Lieutenant Morales. I'll just give it to Blaze. Pretty cool skin. He usually doesn't win. This is not cool enough most of the time, but this time it kind of is. Nazebo's is cool too, of course. Nova's is pretty revealing. The Widowmaker skins. But I like the Cowgirl Ball is pretty cool. Not bad skin. Nice, pretty normal skin. Nazebo's and Jimmy's here. Both quite cool. 3v3 in the middle here. Morales dropping pretty low. Nazebo leaves. Johanna and Karazim dive towers. Don't quite get anything out of it except some low health bars. Minion in has a bit of a lead at the moment. Vala and Nazebo both low. Blaze just dealing with things in top lane at the moment. Oh man, Hammer, another kill. It's 2 for her now. No, that's right. She got Sonya low in top lane and now takes her out in bottom. Karazim and Vala now trying to hold things in top. Morales and Nova. Blaze still here and Blaze destroys Vala. That's 2 for Blaze against Vala. Good rotation so far by the Dominion. Obviously, I'm sure unintentionally. The bots can semi-intend it, but I don't even think they're doing that. Sonya again trying to deal with Hammer, but not. Sorry, I had to re-situate things because my chair kept getting stuck against the couch and locking itself in. The locking mechanism is broken too, so anytime it's ever even touched or like moved gently, it locks itself. So it's pretty big 4v4 here around this warhead. Gonna go in favor of the humans actually. They're gonna get that one, which was the one on their side anyway. The Dominion gonna easily get the mid one. It's 1 for 1, leaving 2 left. Nova looks like she might grab theirs. No. Vala gonna go to the bottom to get the other one for another one for the humans as nuke goes top. Nazebo drops his nuke top against the Dominion, and Dominion, whoever had it, dropped it mid, it looks like. Sonya with a kill against Nova. Turning things back a little bit toward the favor of the humans now, trying to right the ship a bit here. Still one nuke left. One, oh, okay, Ball is going to drop her nuke now on the bottom tower. Bottom wall, whatever. Raynor hasn't dropped the nuke that the Dominion picked up just yet, so they still have one. And there's still Nova finally picking up this other one here. She does not get it. Gets scared off. Blaze here now. Vala and Nazebo both up here, so she's got to be careful. She walks back into the Nazebo wall. Are you kidding me? She's done. She's done. Vala now going to be able to pick that warhead up, and that's a 3-for-1 for the humans and warheads. And they were not able to take the XP advantage. Raynor pushing pretty nicely in the bottom may have evened that out, dropping the nukes on the walls, and it's just barely one of those towers going to stay up. Morales drops to minions or whatever. Didn't see where she was. The hammer will escape in mid. The XP now goes in the favor of the humans. Raynor falls to Johanna, but Tarzan and Vala there as well. Vala now having to back Johanna, probably going to back to Nova. Coming back from tap. Johanna is going to back Tarzan now alone. Blaze and Sonya fighting in top. Showing Sonya's fate in Sonya's favor at the moment. XP advantage now in favor of the humans. Both of them level 9 though. 9.5 already. Wow, that's quick for the humans there. A lot of XP coming out on their side. Nice push in mid from Vala and Karzam, almost taking out the entire mid wall. Sonya, how as well, been pushing in top for the humans as Blaze had to back off. And now 10's coming out for the humans. Siege camps for both. The Dominion first, humans next. A little slower. I'd imagine that camp, well, this wave is probably going to be able to take that wall, that tower out there. Wall pretty low, able to avoid the Nova ult. Sonya's low. But Johanna going to take her place against Blaze. She may have taken some tower shots, strange that she was so low and Blaze didn't take any damage yet. 10's for everybody. Wall is going to pay for it. Or else with the kill, Raynor and Nova around. Camera pushing nicely with that siege camp bottom. It's going to push Nazebo out of the lane and continue to push that fort. Raynor takes out Karzam. That's 2 kills now in that mid lane. Sonya deterring Hammer finally the fight going in her favor now. Between them for 1v1. Nova should be careful. Gonna have to back off now. Hammer still dealing with Sonya. It's tough whenever you don't know where she is, or when you're a bot and you're not paying any attention until it's too late. Then you're trying to decide if you want to go in or not. Blaze caught in the wall. Nazebo not able to finish him. He does at least have the right ult. That's always good. I don't think he's ever not taken that ult. Sorry for any loud noises you may hear. Hammer is going to survive. Raynor Morales taking on Karzam and Johanna in the bottom lane, trying to push this fort and the rest of the way. Johanna has a nuke.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
Probably, I don't know who. And we'll see how long she waits to use that, if she's just really determined to use it in that bottom lane, or she'll pick another new target for it. But yeah, she's up top now, wow. Sonya taking out Morales with a little bit of help from Vala. Nova still wandering around. They'll stay in 2v1 here, and Vala trying to help Sonya out. Hammer there now being annoying. She's gonna have to back Nova trying to get the kill. Wow. Tower not really worried about firing. Nazebo almost takes out Blaze with that ult. Oh, he did take the wrong ult. Huh. I mean, it still does good damage, I guess. Not sure which one's better. Johanna able to finally drop that nuke, but it was on this inner top wall, so that's a nice target. Not a whole lot of pushing left yet. That is their most pushed lane. Vala trying to push this bottom. That'd be great for them, even that one out. Blaze pushes her off as she's pretty low. Nova low, Raynor, her and Raynor both clear that mid. Sonya's backing. Joanna's pretty low, going to help Karzim, should be able to do so. Karzim, Johanna both backing. Vala coming in with the ult, and Nova goes down. Again, the Zerg need the Dominion to lose here to have any chance of getting into the playoffs by winning their next match. They need to then win their next match against the Demons. Not going to be easy for them. Why it would have been really nice for them if they would have won yesterday. Would have made it much easier for them today. Hammer, pretty low. She'll be alright. One warhead left. Vala already collected the other. Sonya pretty low. Vala backing off. That mid tower, mid fort still up. Arzim pushed to the bottom fort again, getting some decent damage on it, trying to even out that lane. Nazebo taking out Nova by this upper warhead, and it looks like the humans are going to start taking a bit of a quite an advantage here. Not a bit, but I say they already had a bit of one. Now they're going to start taking quite the advantage. They currently had a talent advantage, certainly for that fight. Nazebo and Sonya. A lot of wandering around happening now. Sonya fighting Raynor in mid. 16's now out for the Dominion as well, and Raynor doing great damage to Sonya. He wants to chase that, misses the Q, and decides to back off. Sonya chains a minion and then runs away. Arzim, Vala, Johanna doesn't stay with them, but those two go push the lane further. And then maybe realize the bruiser camp's happening, not in time to do anything about it. I don't think they realized it anyway. But a good bruiser camp there to hold this lane back with the Dominion. Nazebo, nice push though on this bottom, and that fort's gonna go down. See if Sonya can get the third outer fort here in mid. Not quite. Not quite yet. Dominion with the siege camp going about now, both their camps out. Neither camp for the humans out yet. Slacking. Still up one level. Nazebo against Hammer. Nazebo not paying attention to it. Nova now going to be able to finish him off. Sneaking up through the... Oh my goodness. Sneaking up through the bush. Through the jungle. But no. She lets him go. They are going to boss though. This is probably a really good decision if they don't die to it. Nice damage though, great damage. That's a big move. Juan and Volek finally coming up for this bruiser camp, but now they're going to have bigger things to worry about up here. Luckily, they're already here. Nazebo too. With his spirit coming out, smashing Morales, she's going to just have to run. Nazebo is going to take that Nova ult to the face though. He's about half health. Nova taking tons of damage from all the other Nazebo basic abilities. And they are not going to be able to push at the moment with his boss. Johanna is the only one here though. Nazebo leaves. He's the one who needs to take care of this thing. They may only lose one fort with this. There's decent damage going down on that boss, even though Johanna's not involved in it at all. Now she does a bit, tries. Boss will spew some poison. Spew some more poison balls. Down to about a third. Ooh, this wall's in danger though. Going to be quite evened up. The humans have got a bunch of those nukes though. Johanna takes the boss out, but only a bit left on the gate there, where that entire wall is down. Another nuke coming out, 2 nukes coming out on this gate. That's probably a mistake. They don't even get this tower from it. Or Sergeant Hammer, who was also in the vicinity. Still a nuke left. Azebo ulting Blaze. Now he switches over to Morales, who he knows he can do big damage to. Well, a nice damage on Raynor. I guess the humans got that last one too, Vala. Since they had just dropped 3 nukes on this mid wall. And still didn't get it. They came from a weird direction to try to do it. Didn't work out. They have the advantage with 20 talent. Not helping them at all. Sonya fighting Blaze. Bottom, I guess, successfully. She can always heal up nicely, easily. Hammer pushing mid back out, for top that is. Pushed quite quickly after that boss. And Hammer goes down. Nazebo getting the kill, pushing that bottom lane in hard. Nazebo and Vala both dropping, well, Vala dropping the nuke. Big damage otherwise. And it looks like actually both of those are going to go. Nazebo takes out Raynor, Vala takes out Nova. Wow. 2 big kills. That's 3 down now, right now for the Dominion. The humans looking to finish things off here. Vala getting stuck though, indecisive what to do against Hammer. And Hammer getting all that free damage. Oh man. Sergeant Hammer, she's defending that nuke best she can. Quite successfully. Here comes the minion wave. Finally, Vala's tired of it. She tries to fight Hammer. Hammer, decent job there, but eventually she's got to back off, and Johanna takes the nuke. Not going to immediately drop it. Siege coming in. Nazebo destroying Hammer, who's not paying attention to his spirit. It's a bit of her own mess in there, I guess. Now this siege is on this fort, and it might take it down. Nah. Morales and Nova both here. Another wave comes in, though. 2 warheads coming up. Ball is ready for one, as the Karzim's ready for the other. Sonya's pushing top. Blaze is taking bruiser camps, or he just likes to attack things on his way through. Loses some health, loses more health now that he's with Sonya. Sonya pushing him right back out of lane. And Bala and Karzim both able to take the nukes, no problem. Sonya and Nazebo go top. Raynor and Blaze go inside the Blaze tower. Because why not? And fort taken out. Nuked down. Mid fort maybe the next one in trouble. As the humans, I don't know. I would say they won at this point. Bala killing Morales and Johanna taking out Nova there. It is even. They're just not getting good fights at all. Azebo trapping Blaze there. Decent damage. Sonya against Hammer again. Sonya getting stuck. I don't know what to do. Hammer not taking damage from that siege though. He's got it back. Also should back and deal with the Vala who's pushing in. Vala does not take damage from that core nuke thing. Again, 3 still down for Dominion. Only Hammer and Blaze are up. Johanna stunned under this board. She'll be alright. Zebo pushing hard in the top. Still 5 seconds till anyone else is up. Ball is in trouble though. Make it out, Joe. Sonya keeps pushing. Oh, she may have found herself a bit too deep. Yes, she did. Shouldn't be a big deal. I mean, it's a big death timer, but there shouldn't be anything huge that Dominion can do in that amount of time right now with everything the way it is currently. Things will be pushed out, if nothing else. Zebo, nice ult. Decent damage, Raynor and Blaze. Blaze actually gets the kill on Blaze, wow. Gotta run now, but he got it. Evening things up for the warheads here. It's a much bigger loss for the Dominion than the Sonya death was. Again, just because the humans had some cushion, you know, they could afford the loss. The Dominion really couldn't. Nova and Morales quickly taking the Vala out here. Nazebo will get top. And Raynor's actually going to get the mid warhead. Not that it'll be very useful for them. Nazebo nuking the top fort, the only one still up. Never mind. So is the mid one, but it's just about to fall. Is it? Is it taking Nazebo damage? It was. It has 31 left. Yep. And there it goes. Now everyone around top trying to push down the final fort. These bots are very meticulous. Bruiser camp also being attacked. I wonder if they'll stay on this. Nazebo taking tons of damage. He's got to be careful. Or is him sort of saving him? Kind of, not really, maybe. Sonya pushing in the bottom. Who's got to deal with that then? Wall is coming in the mid. Through the mid to help her out. Actually, she's gonna... I thought that was her nuke. That is not. She doesn't have one. That's just the core doing nuke things. Sonya inside hammer range gets out. Follows low too. Wow. Karzim runs away as well. Humans all stay alive, luckily. They did mostly have to back off. Johanna fighting this bruiser camp, maybe not the best decision right now. Here's the boss up. Could always do that. Win the game with boss. Nazebo doing nice damage plays again, not quite going to get the kill this time though. He will continue to push the lane, however. Find the blaze again. See if he gets any abilities off on him. Not quite. But he's happy to just push that lane. Push in that fort. That fort should be going down. There's nobody here answering it. And, well, he's not going to stay. Luckily, Hammer is not coming to do anything. She can't. And that fort should fall. Siege should only be one attack away, and there it is. Raynor still has that nuke. Again, not able to use it on anything useful just yet. The Zebo taken out. So look at all those spiders and frogs everywhere. Taking out Nova. Here come the siege in bottom. Definitely game. 2 warheads are up. While they're getting bottom. Johanna fighting Raynor. Raynor can't even take the top one anyway. That's a slow fight. Sonya, look at that health bar on Sonya, man. They must keep getting health and mana as the levels go past 20. Because it seems like she has more health than usual. Than I usually see her with. But I usually don't see teams going to level 26. Got that siege on the core. Shield down. Bala and Sonya here. Half health. 40%. Still one siege. Attacking at that. But could be game. Hammer is there. So it might not be. Nazebo kills Nova 11%. Or the siege is taken out. 11% is where 10%, 9%, wait a second. 8%. 7, 6, 5, 1. And that will do it. One more siege boy coming in at the end. Finishing things off. And the humans make it 1-for-1. Dominion loses and keeps the Zerg's hopes alive. The Zebo, definitely with the win with the MVP there. Sonya, Johanna definitely would have been close. Karzim even. Bala didn't do bad by any means. Other than all those deaths, maybe. Alright. So the final match does matter. Here we go again. Humans take that one. Dominion can't do anything with them yet. 14-4, nice way to end. 9-3 in the conference. You stay in there. And the Dominion losing. Big loss, big loss. That means the Alliance will maybe not. I'll deal with that again too later. We'll have to figure that out. All right, Zerg versus Demons. Last match. of the regular season, and it's an important one. Zerg need the win, and they're in. If they lose, Dominion make it. Zerg first. Kerrigan. Abathur. Zagara. Dahaka. And Stukov. Versus Diablo. Asmodin. The Butcher. Leoric. And Malthael. Alright, well, at least we'll be done before noon, maybe. I know I started a tiny bit late, and it's okay. I feel like I'm wasting a lot of these nice mornings. The sun's kind of out now. It's alright, we're almost done. It's only a half waste, I guess. Not a complete waste to hang out with you fools, playing, watching some heroes, or whatever else we decide to watch. But I am going to try to cut back to half of the stream time in the future. I'm trying to do the morning streams so I can do something semi-quiet while others are still sleeping, and so going 2.5 to 3 hours is not needed. I only really need at the very most like maybe 2 hours of time, and then really I could probably do something else other than this. Most days I can find something other than streaming, but then of course I get into something like doing a daily stream like this, and then hey, don't really have any other option, you know? It's a pretty crazy Kerrigan skin. Zagara rocking one of her newer ones. Another one of those crazy Asmo. Butcher wearing his hollow skin. Oh, that's a really cool Leoric. I'm going to give it to him. I've seen those before. I think that's just his, Space Lord skin or whatever, but the colors are pretty cool. Diablo, Leoric, Kerrigan, Stukov, 2v2 bottom or in mid. Cigar and Malthael on bottom 1v1. Dahaka fighting Butcher and Asmo now on top 1v2, except Abathur's there too. Kerrigan coming up, Stukov and Diablo now solo in mid. Cigar had a tap and she's back. Her and Leoric in bottom now. Malthael's mid with Diablo, who is also low, has to back off Stukov with Leoric goes down first. Oh, as to Zagara probably, / minions down in bottom. There he is, almost back up already. There he is. Oh, that's really cool. Spirit look. Like a Matrix, green Matrixy thing going on there. Definitely a cool skin. Decent damage to Zagar, but you gotta be careful fighting in her minion wave like that. He almost dies again. Butcher finding Kerrigan coming through there. Asmodin dies up top to Dahaka / Abathur. Dahaka, he must have, oh yeah, okay, here he is. Just brush stock down here. Bends off Leoric a little bit, finds Diablo. Kerrigan and Zagar chasing him down. Zagar, nice big burst damage there. Now Leoric roams out as his buddy Diablo leaves. Leoric going through the sewer to the top. Nope, there he goes. Kerrigan and Zagar, not sure what they want to do now. Abathur is bottom, so they don't really need anybody there. Malthael's pushing top really hard. They should get somebody there. Abathur actually goes up to deal with that, I suppose. He's now symbioting the tower there. And a nice kill on Malthael. Towers / Abathur. Dumb on Malthael's part. Zagara in some trouble now, maybe. Diablo maybe not going to be able to do the damage or chase successfully. Kerrigan has to back off completely. Leoric pushing this mid lane nicely. Butcher now down here with Diablo. Asmodin wandering around the jungle. He's getting ready for the warhead on the top demon side, and on the top Zerg side, Stukov waits Zagar as well. Big heal for her from Stukov, and she will grab that. No, she won't grab that warhead. Yes, she will. No, she won't. Yes, she will. Nobody for the demon side warhead. Malthael takes the mid one, and Butcher is going to take the bottom one, however. It will be 2 for them, and Zagar finally gets theirs. That's 2 for 1, and 1 warhead still up. It looks like maybe the Zerg will go for that. Mid and bottom both being hit by the demons. Bottom almost completely annihilated there as Asmodee now pushes in and finishes off that wall for sure. Mid's gonna go down soon too, actually. Still 1 warhead up, 1 warhead on the Zerg. That's Zagara with it. Diablo's gonna grab the nope, not quite. He could have easily grabbed it, but he doesn't. Asmodee does kill Kerrigan, and now he's like, okay, I guess I can take it now. And Kerrigan's gone. And he does get it. Still 1 for 1 after 2 nukes have been dropped by the demons. 1 for 1 at the moment. The Hawkeye, nice damage to Leoric. 3 demon siege camp coming out here, taking a lot of their effort as Butcher dies under tower to Zagara. Not smart. Don't ask what's happening out there. Oh, Malthael not quite able to take Stukov down. Zagara is back. Leoric's back in the top lane fight. Dahaka's back in from problem bottom lane fighting. Asmodee gonna be able to push nicely with this siege. Kerrigan not gonna go take care of that. She's gonna go mid instead. Diablo not gonna drop his nuke there. He's gonna go top instead, perhaps. Yeah, Butcher. Oh, he can't go now. And Kerrigan, no, or not Zagara and not Kerrigan, but Abathur gets the kill with the spike as the nuke comes down. The nuke coming down on mid fort there for the demons, whoever that was, Diablo, whoever, finally dropping it. Kerrigan trying to 1v3 there for no reason, and she dies. It's not like she's going to hold that fort or anything like that. Hawk and Asmodee going at it. Asmo missed this fort with his globe, but oh wait, that's because he was just trying to clear minions. That's his fort. That's his tower. Barely survives. Dahaka lets him go. And then Brush talks back to hear what, really? Butcher there now. Zagara pushing mid. Stukov pushing bottom. Leoric coming in behind him. Nope. So good push right now from the Zerg. 10's out for them already. Abathur and Dahaka finish off Butcher again in top lane. And Abathur Monstrosity taking down that tower, opening up the top four. Maybe not. Maybe he's just going to leave it with a sliver of health as he's done before when they fought the demons. Remember the last time they fought the demons and he died under. Well, they were on different sides, but he was killing minions underneath this fort that had a piece of health left. He just needed to auto attack it once with his thing, and they never got back to that fort to open up the base. And they lost right after that when they could have beat the demons. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. But we should then keep in mind that the Zerg should have beat the demons when they played last time. So if there was anyone who really had a chance to pull this off to get into the playoffs, it is the Zerg. And right now they have a very, very slight sort of advantage, but not really. They're going to get one of these warheads. 1 for 1. Don't have the push advantage, but again, they're the Zerg. Pushing is kind of what they do. As you can see, they've done a pretty decent job in mid, or in top, that is. Mid now being pushed heavily. I mean, it doesn't take much for the Zerg to push, so that's not something they ought to worry too much about. Being behind it all in that. A decent nuke there, gonna probably maybe take both those out. No, not quite taking that tower down. But Kerrigan and Stukov could push this out, take that fort down. Well, maybe not take the fort down, but even things out. Malthael takes out Dahaka, however. not good. Malthael's going to push into the mid. Abathur taking a shot there, but he's fine. He doesn't care. He's out of there. He's not staying for any of that. Stukov, no mana left at all. 12 to 12. Demons catch him back up in XP now. Zagara has Diablo pretty low with the help of Abathur, but his minion walks away from the fight, so that's why you just go on a hero. His monstrosity dying in mid. Kerrigan now trying to take on Asmo. Does she have the damage to get around him and Malthael? I don't know. Zagara's here now though. She can probably dish out enough to. Oh, Malthael's low. She looked like she wanted to chase for a second there. Butcher very low. Stukov fighting Butcher. What is this? That's crazy. Zagara is maybe in some trouble now. She's hanging way too close to the Leoric and Asmo. Leoric taking tons of fort damage though. Asmo finally on the fort. He'll get a little bit of damage on that in mid. Dahaka trying to push top. Diablo not going to allow that to happen. Two big tanks up there. Stukov barely surviving now. Butcher feels like it's safe to come in now. Stukov's almost dead. That's going to be a great nuke because it's going to hit that whole minion wave, I think. Yes. Asmo minion's going to smack the tower a couple more times. Abathur's mule trying to keep it up. He gets that mule a lot. Can't remember what else he has at Talent 7, but there's got to be better things than Call Down Mule. Although sometimes, who knows, maybe it keeps him in these games. I don't know. That little bit of extra health. Zagara in some trouble. She will escape. Shouldn't have been able to, but she will. As the warheads come up again, Kerrigan with a Zerg quickly on the bottom one. Don't drop it on that tower, please. Drop it on the fort. Or is he going to hit this wall with it? Oh, and Butcher's not going to be able to go in. She should have just a little further down. She would have taken out that tower. Oh, she did anyway. Butcher may be in trouble now because of that. Kerrigan, because Zagara came up. And yes, Kerrigan able to finish it. Zagara gets the kill. Long range. And that's a full wall down. That was a nice move by the Zerg. But Demon's pushing heavily in top now. Zagara trying to help, but tons of damage. Diablo's scary, but he's fighting under the fort, and he took a ton of damage from that. And Dahaka rush stocking up. Doing frog things. Poking Diablo with the tongue. He goes down. Dahaka and Stukov trying to start the boss, but they don't have anybody else here with them. Zagara is coming. Oh my goodness. Stukov, Dahaka, Zagara, boss time. Don't make Zagara tank the boss. Don't make Zagara tank the boss. I said don't make Zagara tank the boss. Dahaka, please go in there and tank the boss. It's because of that stupid AoE. The boss puts the AoE down, and then Zagara, for some reason, she's not near it, but the other ones are, so they don't want to get too close. Oh man, Dahaka needs to be the tank boy. Kerrigan now tanking, Stukov now tanking. Just don't let Zagara do it, because she's much squishier than everybody else. Looks like they're gonna do this without losing anybody. Oh, Zagara takes the shot from him. They try so hard to avoid him, and then they walk into it at the end. It's so stupid. But they all survive, even though Malthael had a really good push down bottom. See if they answer that now. See how well the boss can do in top. Dahaka might be going to push with that. Stukov trying to come answer this. Actually, the siege getting killed by towers pretty quickly, luckily. Minion wave here too. Nothing else to kill other than that siege boy, so he is taken out. Not too hard, but Stukov does die in the process. Kerrigan here now, though. There is one more siege now from the wave that's come in to deal with. But now minion wave of their own should be able to take care of that. Kerrigan Nice damage to Malthael there.
Warhead
As this
design
boss
in process.
just stomping right through the first fort. Nice damage. Yeah, he's gonna get onto the second one. Butcher, I don't know. He's dealing with the minions. Then you let your own minion wave and stuff take care of the boss. I suppose that's the goal of what's happening here. Well, unfortunately, no Zerg pushing with this again. So boss doing a really good job. Definitely winning that lane for them now.
Are now ready.
But I guarantee you, if they did anything to push with that boss, then this fort was going down. If they did anything at all with it, if Zagara stayed there by herself, that fort probably would have went down. 1 for 1. That's 2 now for the demons. These nukes, 1 more warhead available.
Hero slain.
Zagara killing Asmodin. This is slowly turning back in favor of the Zerg here. As they go 2 for 2 in nukes, they need to get some other lane advantages going. They actually are evened up, I guess, in that regard at the moment. They can get the mid lane advantage. Kerrigan going to push that pretty hard here. Let's see if she can finish it. The Orca Diablo going to take care of Stukov again. Stukov by himself getting caught by these big guys. Oh, wait a second. Nope.
Slain.
If only he could have caught both of them with that extendo arm. Then he would have been safe. Zagara now trying to fend off Diablo from this bottom lane push. Their weak point at the moment. Abathur is there too, not Symbiote, but his monstrosity not able to finish Diablo off. If that was there and if his monster was paying attention, Diablo probably would have died. Kerrigan in the mid now, taking a bunch of damage. The mule is back, healing up that mid fort. And it's not going down. It ain't going nowhere with that mule taking care of it. Zagara pushing Asmodin off of top, and that's gonna go. That push is gonna go back in favor of the Zerg. Ooh, Malthael wrecking Kerrigan. Great damage on that fort. Mule comes back though. Mule back to work. It's fantastic. Dahak had taken tons of damage from Butcher. After their symbiote on top of him, he's gonna back off. Dahak is gonna brush stock, not very far away. Stukov comes back in. He's probably gonna die to Butcher because he thinks he can 1v1 for some reason. Oh my, Stukov just throwing his life away, throwing the match at the same time. Probably 3 deaths for him in the last 3 minutes with 60-minute death timers. 60-second death timers, that is. And the mid fort then goes down first for the demons. And so they'll get that lane advantage. Could have gone the other way, but I'd say really Stukov is screwing around right now for his team. Can't really afford anybody on the Zerg doing that with not that it's Abathur's fault when things go wrong, because it's not. It's because the rest of your team actually has to not play terrible if you have Abathur. And if Stukov decides to go down and solo bottom lane and throw his life away, then well. Oh, Kerrigan couldn't. Wow. She's alive though. She's okay. She's okay, folks.
Prepare for warhead deployment.
Huge push in this mid though, maybe taking down this mid tower, or this whole mid wall, inner mid wall that is. 2 more warheads. Zerg still have 1. Zagara, that is. Zagra. The Orc waiting for the mid warhead, and Asmodin up for the top one. The mid will be contested. Asmodin will get the top one for free, it looks like. Kerrigan destroying Malthael. They don't go for the warhead, though. Go for the warhead, guys. Get the warhead. Diablo here now. Actually, they still didn't get the top one. Now, finally, the Orc finishes that. Dahaka going to do this one and not finish it because they waited too long. Asmo's here now. Dahaka now going to try. Might get it. He does get it. Bottom being nuked by Zagara. A lot of crying happening downstairs, which is unusual for the kids these days, but for some reason there's just it sounds like a Krabby Pants downstairs. Leoric nuking the mid tower by itself, not taking it out. Abathur's gonna mule it. Nope, not quite. Oh, the boss coming out again. Dahaka, Kerrigan, and Stukov. Oh no, Stukov taking so much damage. Abathur Sibio gonna come up now. Kerrigan and Dahaka alone. Oh no. Stukov is still here. Did he go tap maybe? They're getting it close. Zagara's here now. She should be able to do tons of damage to it. Oh, Dahaka left. Stukov and Zagara still though. Stukov can heal. Zagara can do damage if she actually decides to hit it. Here it comes. Don't leave it with a piece of health. Kerrigan here now. We'll finish it off. Bruiser camp coming out. Everything being pushed in like crazy by the demons. The boss now finally with a Zerg. And they are going to answer the boss. The Zerg need to like get in their base and clear that, make sure that they don't just lose. The boss can almost win this for them, but they really need to watch. They really need to be careful. Oh my gosh, Leoric is just gonna. What are you doing? He just stands there and dies. That's hilarious. Well, that helps, I guess. Boss still with quite a bit of health, taking this fort down now. Half health still. Zagara and Stukov coming in. Asmo and Malthael, the only ones back here. Zagara, Stukov just leaves, I guess. Zagara and Stukov could certainly take them out, especially with the boss there. Instead, again, they let the boss just go. It's just going to die off. It's going to get a little bit of damage to the core, and it's just going to die off. Oh, the waste. The wastefulness. That should have been the win. Two bosses? Are you kidding me? You should have won the game by now. It's still really close though. They have certainly not won it by any means. Zagara going to take one of these nukes and Diablo the other. And Dahaka still holding on to this nuke from the last time, and he kills Malthael. That was a nice one. Let's see if he actually drops the nuke. Two nukes up here. Could like hit. Oh, jeez, he's gonna like drop it on this fort here or something stupid. What are these guys doing now? Just wandering around, not really concerned with winning. This is again what happens every time someone plays the demons. It's insane. It's like they just don't understand how the game works anymore. Zagara thinks she's pushing in here and maybe gonna nuke the core, but that's gonna not really help anything. She might nuke that. That's a fantastic move there. Those seem to be the best nukes. It seems to do the most damage to the walls. Or, I mean, the walls have the least amount of health, but you can get a good amount of damage on all three of them like that. I don't know. It does seem pretty useful. Zerg are able to clear out their base. Keep it cleared, that is. As Zagara is on... Oh, she's gonna die. Not smart. Don't fight the butcher. Don't fight the butcher. 69% on the core of the demons, though. Zerg, the only ones who have damaged it at this moment. Kerrigan pushing in the top now. See what she can do. And maybe just die. Malthael and Asmodean defending nicely. Butcher is still roaming right around here, so they have to be careful. Dahaka refuses to use that nuke. He likes the nuclear acids seeping all over him. Leoric pushing in. Abathur's gonna have to run. Gonna get lag at the very end here, apparently. Ooh, Asmo and Malthael taking the siege camp. It's a good choice. Very surprising that the Zerg haven't decided to go for their siege to try to keep this lane pushed out at all. I mean, they're pushing it out themselves pretty well. Wow, 24, 25 minute match going on now. Some of these have been pretty long, but it's to be expected sometimes, I guess, with Warhead. I suppose. It's a big map. Have the bots wandering around doing a lot of nonsense, and it takes them even longer then because it's a big map. I guess that's maybe why. Looks like it's going to be another split. No, maybe not. Butcher's going to easily get that one. And the Zerg are not going to get the other one for some reason. They got numbers. Could easily just, yeah. Nope. Oh, she's going to wait until, yeah, she's going to wait until someone comes in sight so she can't get it. It's so ridiculous how these bots work. Like, why not continue channeling until you actually have to stop, not as soon as somebody comes in your sight. A nuke dropped on the mid fort here. It looks like it's going to go down. Stukov trying to keep it up, but he's not hitting the. Maybe he is hitting the siege. Perhaps. Fort going to fall anyway. Cigar and Stukov both back. Butcher pushing in with this siege camp that's not being answered at all. Actually, they stole this one, so that might have been which one it came from. Yeah, the Demons not doing really anything to actually win this match. They're pretty much just half defending and then doing nothing, and then half defending and doing nothing. So they're eventually just going to lose because they don't actually go on the offense at all. Even though they kind of had an advantage there for a while. They've lost it at this point because they don't do anything. So, yeah, if the Demons win the entire thing, it's just going to be because, for whatever reason, these teams cannot play properly against them. Zagara gets a kill against Diablo. Might get Leoric as well. Might get Butcher too because he's super low. Coming in like a dummy. See, again, the Demons are not good. They're just as stupid as every other team, but every other team decides to play extremely stupid when it comes to playing the Demons. Zagara can kill Asmodin too if she wants, probably. I mean, again, she's got the full health. Everyone keeps coming at her with like half health, which she can burst down quite quickly. She's going to stay way too long, try to go out this direction instead of the open way. Oh, that was nice. Hopefully not going to kill herself here. Nice damage to Malthael too. Wow. Because everything's fighting inside that lane. Everyone's fighting her inside the minion wave. And they might throw the third boss here. They're going to throw the third one. Yeah. No, Dahaka's coming. Stukov is dead. Kerrigan's here. Zagara's here. They have enough if she stays. Kerrigan's just gonna die. Oh my goodness, it's so bad. It's so bad. Why would you possibly? Why are you staying and dying whenever any other time you would run away and just say, okay, screw it, we lost the boss, we made a mistake. Let's just leave and stay alive at least. Instead, no. They'll do that. They'll lose 2 of them. Make it 3, as Zagara will do the same exact thing as the other. Oh my gosh, she got out. Oh, she went back. You're done. Oh my god, are you guys, how stupid are you? That is ridiculous. Your whole point of doing this is to avoid the AoE, not to keep dipping your toes in the acid until you die. Oh man. I don't know if this boss is even going to win it for him. It should. It should, because I don't think the demons are smart enough to go back and clear it before it kills the core. The question is the Zerg smart enough to defend their core? No, I think the boss is going to get there first. I think the Zerg are actually going to win this. Wow. Butcher's trying. Butcher's trying so hard. The only guy in the match doing anything that makes sense. But it's not quite going to be enough, is it? Now he's backing off. What? Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's game. But oh my goodness, the Zerg are actually going to make the playoffs. That's nuts. Asmodin kills Stukov, though, before the end. Wow. What a way to end it. The Zerg, man. So the Zerg could have actually beat the demons twice. And they went 1-1 with the humans. The Zerg, I don't know. They have a chance to take the to win everything, to win it all, I guess. They're really stupid, but they pulled it off. I guess I'll give it to Zagara. I mean, Abathur. Zagara did well too, though. She'd probably be second place for sure. She was like the only reason they really won. Kerrigan did pretty well. Doggen did everyone did decent, I guess, but everyone also made really stupid decisions. Zagara probably made the least stupid decisions. We're done. I don't know where I'm going with this. Time to bring up the final scoreboard of the regular season. Finish it off. The Zerg beating the demons, showing that the demons are perhaps not the best overall. In fact, losing that top spot now. Dominion lost last time, of course. The Zerg now, the Dominion only holding that top spot for a day. The Zerg taking it back with a huge, huge victory. Well, not very good conference, but it doesn't matter. They did what they needed to do. Demons 15-3. Only one game above the humans. You see how close that came? If the humans would have played that one match better against the demons, things could have been different. And then 2. Alright, yeah. And then the demons lose. And the Zerg win. Well, let's try to figure out this mess. Well, the Horde's at the top now. Demons are next. Alliance and Dominion both lost. Alliance. It's confusing. So the Dominion and the villains. Dominion's better than the villains. So villains are still here. Followed by the Dominion. And if this isn't perfect, then whatever. It's fine. But I think it should be because I am going off what they were like in the past. Which should be right. And then we have a Zerg and Alliance. Zerg looks like they beat the Alliance. And I guess we can check that. Just looking for where the Zerg is bolded. And seeing if it says Alliance next to it. Zerg Dominion. Zerg Protoss, Zerg Good Animals, Zerg Alliance, day 5. Yes, Zerg did win, so they are still above the Alliance. Or they are now above the Alliance, so Alliance. And Zerg. Back in the top 5. And now, we know this too. Oh. Zerg versus humans. And there we go. Playoffs round 1 tomorrow. Night Elves versus Alliance, Zerg versus humans. We will do best of 3. They'll both play their first matches on the same map, roll a new map, They'll both play their second matches, and then if need be, we'll roll another, and whoever needs to will play the third match of the series, and then that'll do it. And I will see you then. Peace out.